This video is a supplement to the residential garage door installation video. It covers installation of torsion springs. Use this video only if you are installing a torsion spring with your garage door. Note, working with any springs can be dangerous. Make sure you follow all safety warnings in the manual and on this video, and read the safety information completely before proceeding with the installation of torsion springs. Do not attempt to install them yourself unless you have the right tools, reasonable mechanical aptitude, or experience. Carefully follow these instructions to avoid personal injury or property damage. If you are missing any spring hardware, call the toll-free consumer services number found on the front cover of the manual. Note, if you do not already have an anchor pad to attach the springs to in your garage, you will have to purchase and install the material needed before continuing the installation. See your manual or supplemental manual for installation instructions. Take a moment to lay out the tools and materials that you will need. The spring hardware consists of a torsion spring or springs, one for a single door, one or two for a double door. Each torsion spring is pre-assembled and consists of spring coils, a stationary cone, and a winding cone. The spring coils are color-coded depending on the spring size and are marked left and right. The winding cones are also color-coded, either red or black. The color on the winding cone is to help identify which side of the door the spring is to be used. The red winding cone torsion springs are used on the left side of the door, while the black winding cone torsion springs are used on the right side of the door when viewing the door from the inside looking out. Failure to install the torsion springs on the correct side will cause your door to function improperly and could result in serious injury. Before we begin, remember, if you have low headroom, these instructions do not apply. Consult the supplemental low headroom manual for installation instructions. To start, lock the door in the down position securely using the door lock, locking pliers, or C-clamps so that it won't prematurely open when tightening the springs. Next, we will assemble the spring components on the spring tube. Start by slipping the torsion springs onto the spring tube, making sure that the red winding cone is on the left end. The nylon center bearing plate, and the black winding cone torsion spring on the right end. The cable drums go on next. The red drum on the left and the black drum on the right. Check that the set screws on the drums face the springs. Next, fasten the bottom end of the bearing plate to the horizontal angle with two 3/8 inch by 3/4 inch long hex head bolts and hex nuts. You can tell the bottom of the end bearing plate by these two parallel rows of 2 slots.